This series shifts locations as we get set for a big one. Game 3 of the NBA Finals, right here on EA Sports. From downtown Milwaukee, tonight, it's the hometown Milwaukee Bucks getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. Along with Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Lakers coming in. They won both games on the road, and now they need just one more to claim the NBA championship.
The one thing we know about playoff basketball, expect the unexpected. How many games come down to the wire, or a performance off the bench, or even a big shot at the end? Every night holds something different, and that's why we love this game so much.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Giannis in control of the basketball. Just getting started in Game 3. And he's fouled. He's gone to the line for 2.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Oops, he missed the first one. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. To James. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Giannis with it up top, trailing by 4. To Middleton.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Bledsoe. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
It's good, and 1.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Anthony Davis swats it. LeBron James sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Nice finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Bledsoe with the basketball. 9-point margin. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Antetokounmpo to Danny Green. The shot clock expires. Changes coming from both sides right now. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play, the lead grows to 12. Now the Bucks gonna signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. DeMarcus Cousins snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Middleton. From the painted area, won't go down. Ah, rocking the rim. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Bledsoe with it up top. Trailing by 14 to Middleton. The drive right to the basket. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First one, counted. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Ish Smith. Cashes in for two.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Screen coming. Bledsoe to Middleton. Oh, with the foul, and a chance coming up at the line.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
First one goes down. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Ish Smith. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Misses the first. Off the mark. 0 for 2.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Bradley. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Bucks basketball. Bledsoe to Monroe. Down low to Mirotic. And look out.
Pick that chin up. This is a game of runs. They were on one, now you might be on one.
Stuffs it down with authority. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 at the buzzer is good. And a fitting close to this one. They're right back in it after 1 quarter of play. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as...
Yeah, baby, here we go, here we go.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Won't go. James slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Adetokunbo. DeMarcus Cousins with a piece. Lakers at the controls right now and throws it down.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Here comes the screen. Adetokunbo. And he's going to the free throw line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Ersan Ilyasova at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 77% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
It's James controlling the offense. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Adetokunbo. Nothing going here on that drive. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To James. And the slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Nothing going here on that drive. Giannis Adetokunbo. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Bucks at the controls.
I got ball.
Bledsoe. That misses with 3 seconds left. So the 2 teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
The Lakers didn't hold back.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game. Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Giannis in control of the basketball. Down a bundle. Middleton to Adetokounmpo.
Shoot it. Run.
Bledsoe to Adetokounmpo. Second effort. Bledsoe to Adetokounmpo. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Can't connect on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Rises for the slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Adetokounmpo. LeBron James with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
James. Giannis Adetokounmpo pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Lopez there to get the rebound. Bucks at the controls. To Adetokounmpo. Here comes the screen. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
And finishes strong.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Giannis with it up top. His guys down big. To Middleton. Anthony Davis sends it away. That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. DiVincenzo, the pass taken away by the Lakers.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Count it, and the foul. He's going to the line for a free throw.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Milwaukee with the basketball. Adetokounmpo to Danny Green. Throws it down.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Adetokounmpo, open look. Giannis Adetokounmpo. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Matthews. Adetokounmpo to DiVincenzo. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
They go down to Davis. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Giannis in control of the basketball. He'll run the offense. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Anthony Davis. Huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Adetokunbo to Matthews. Not that time. Has a chance. Missed that one. His coach cannot be a happy camper. The quarter comes to an end with the Lakers in command. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter, and it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting five has certainly earned the fourth quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game. And this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
Scores from the post. LBJ with it. Nice pass to set things up.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
LeBron James. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Anthony Davis rejects it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Screen coming. Anthony Davis tips it. Couldn't keep it in. Last touch by Giannis Adetokunbo. LeBron into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. LeBron James able to recover with the block. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Bledsoe to Middleton. Giannis for 2. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
The Bucks at the controls to Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. Anthony Davis swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Nothing going here on that drive. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Whoa, Chris Middleton. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
James Oh, emphatic slam. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. Giannis for two. That's no good. Deep three at the buzzer. Oh, how about that? A three at the buzzer. That's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench. This one is now all over.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers have earned with so many.
Player of the game.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammate and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game.